Morning, teacher.
Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Okay, guys, today we have our last class of the semester. Ready to end unit number 12. So today, as I told you, we're going to cover some topics of units 12C, 12C, and 12D. Let's see what do we have for today. So as you can see here, we have some of the objectives of today. At the end of the class, you will learn how to use some useful phrases in order to agree or disagree in a discussion. You will also learn how to write a story and especially how to use some linkers in the past that you can use in order to tell a story or maybe to write a story. As every single class, we will make some listening and reading exercises from your book, and you will have a practice with your classwork. At the end, we will end with a. So let's start with an exercise today. So today you will have an introduction for your story lesson. What are we going to do now? I'm going to ask some of you to help me to write a sentence. Okay, pay attention. This game is to help me to end the story. We're going to build the story. Vamos a construir una historia. Les voy a dar el inicio de la historia, la primera frase, the first phrase, and you're going to keep on completing. Y ustedes me van a ayudar con una oración para darle secuencia a esta historia. Okay, so let's start. The first phrase we're going to have for our story is this one. Once upon a time, a goblin lived in a little house in the wood with his pet poodle, Garrett. So, just for you to know, solo por si es que tienen un par de dudas, esta sería la frase con la que va a iniciar nuestra historia. Les voy a ir pidiendo uno a uno que me vayan ayudando a escribir una oración en el chat y le vamos a ir dando continuidad a esta historia. Ok, para los que no saben tal vez el significado de ciertas palabras, esta frase que tenemos del inicio, que es once upon a time, sería érase una vez, la frase con la que inician todos los cuentos. Érase una vez, un goblin sería un duende que vivía en una pequeña casa en el bosque con su mascota, el poodle Garrett. Sería el tipo de perrito, así churosito, blanquito, como esos French poodles, ¿no? Esa sería nuestra frase de inicio. Once upon a time, a goblin lived in a little house in the wood with his pet poodle Garrett. What happened next? ¿Qué pasó después? Can you help me with a sentence of what happened next, please, Raúl? Help me writing the next sentence. Ayúdame a escribir la siguiente oración. ¿Qué pasaría después? Come on, come on. Cynthia, can you also help me writing a sentence of what happened next? Ayúdame a escribir también una canción, una oración de lo que pasaría después. Luego nos dicen, one day, it ran away from the house. One day his pet ran away from the house. Can we continue the story? Vamos continuando la historia. ¿Qué pasó después? Cynthia, we need your phrase. Cynthia nos va a decir qué pasó después. The last part of the story, according to Kevin, the pet went together to him. Okay, thank you so much, guys. As you can see here we have a whole story. And a good story is no more than some sentences joined together with some linkers that you're going to see later on. Si una historia no es más que la unión de oraciones, ¿sí? Pues unidas, valga la redundancia, con algunos conectores. Esos conectores o linkers en inglés los van a ver luego ya con Teacher Jenny. So, as you could see, you are good at completing stories. Son muy buenos completando las historias. Y le dieron un final feliz a nuestra historia. One day his pet ran away from the house. Suddenly he came across with a child and asked him if he has seen his pet. The boy cried very loud and when he saw the goblin. But as the minute passed, he began to talk without fear. The child said he saw his pet went into a cave. The goblin went to the cave and found his pet, and the pet and the goblin went together to look for the boy and thank him for the help. So that was the whole story about. Thank you so much, guys. So you did an awesome job completing this story. But what is concerned for us today is that you are going to help me, or you're going to see what are the phrases you can use when you are agreeing or disagreeing with someone in a conversation or maybe in a discussion. So for that, you're going to see that we have some phrases. Let's go to the next page. We can use for that situation. So first of all, you're going to see a video and you're going to tell me what is it about, okay? Let's see the video. Vamos a ver el video. Van a ver ese video que tenían en pantalla. Ya les comparto la pantalla y me van a decir de qué se trata el video. It's not complicated at all. So let me share the sound with you and the screen. There we go. Pay attention, guys.
What did you guys think of the game last night? I thought our team played really well, even though they lost. I'm really proud of the players.
I agree with you 100%. They tried so hard and were so close to winning. I really enjoyed it because it was so exciting all the way to the very end.
That's exactly how I feel.
I disagree.
You don't agree?
Not at all. While I can understand your praise for their effort, I'm afraid I don't agree that the team played well. To be honest, I think it was an embarrassing performance which was not close to the standard we expect from them.
I don't know, Sam. I have to side with Julie on this one. It was clear that they were doing their best right until the end. I think it was a great performance.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
Are you serious? I'd say it was the exact opposite. I think it was a really bad performance. They made so many basic mistakes, and the coach made extremely poor decisions. In fact, I think most of the blame should be directed at him. It made me embarrassed to be a fan of the team.
Okay, guys, you saw the video. Can you tell me what was the video about, please? What was it about? What were these guys talking about? ¿De qué estaban hablando en el video?
I don't think I don't listen in the all, but I understand they talking about the game they have been playing.
Okay.
Then on the last night, correct?
Yes, they were talking about a game. They were talking about a game. Sí, ellos estaban hablando de un juego. Possibly about the match. De un juego. Some of them were, agreed with the performance of the players, and there was someone who didn't agree with the rest. So they were talking about a football match. That's clear. Some of them were agreeing and some others were disagreeing about this football team. So here we have some of the phrases you can use in order to agree or disagree in a conversation, as you heard with this with the last video. So, for example, when you strongly agree, it means that you agree 100% with someone else's opinion. You are going to use phrases such as the ones in the green chart in this one. So you probably are going to use phrases such as, I couldn't agree more with you. I couldn't agree more with you. Or you are absolutely right. See, remember that these phrases are when you are 100% agree with someone else. 100%. So you can also use the phrase a lady said in the video. I agree 100% with you. Okay, so I agree 100% with you. When you agree with someone else, not so much, but maybe you agree, like a 90%, you can use I agree with you or I think you're right. And sometimes when you are discussing with someone else, you don't agree in everything the other person said. You just partly agree. When you partly agree, it means that you agree maybe with the half of the sentence and you disagree with the other. So, in these cases, you can use phrases such as, that is mostly correct. That is mostly correct. Or, I agree with you in principle, however. ¿Sí? Entonces estamos nosotros ya introduciendo nuestra frase de acuerdo. That is mostly correct. La mayor parte de lo que dices está correcto. Eso quiere decir que hay una parte con la que no estamos de acuerdo también. Lo mismo en la segunda oración. I agree with you in principle, however. Sí, estoy de acuerdo contigo en un inicio, pero, sí. Entonces ponemos con lo que no estamos de acuerdo. And as we saw in the phrases we agree, we also have some phrases when we want to disagree with someone. Cuando no estamos de acuerdo con alguien, podemos utilizar frases como I'm afraid, I can't really agree, or I am sorry, I disagree with that. ¿Sí? Me temo que no puedo estar de acuerdo contigo. I can't really agree. O por ejemplo, I am sorry, I disagree with that. Siento mucho estar en desacuerdo contigo. And the final phrases we have are those when we strongly disagree. That means that we don't agree at all with the discussion or with the opinion of someone else. Cuando no estamos de acuerdo con la opinión absolutamente en nada de lo que la otra persona dijo, podemos utilizar frases como that is completely wrong, sorry. Eso está completamente equivocado, lo siento. Or maybe phrases such as I'm sorry, I couldn't agree with you less. Lo siento, pero no puedo estar de acuerdo contigo. Okay? So these are some of the phrases we can use in order to agree or disagree in a discussion or in a conversation with some friends or people from outside. Doesn't matter. What is important is that you know that these are not the only phrases we have. We have tons and bunches of different phrases in order to agree or disagree. Here we have some. So, can you help me reading these phrases to agree, please? Como les decía, hay un montón de frases para estar de acuerdo o no estar de acuerdo, o tal vez parcialmente de acuerdo en algún tipo de conversación. Aquí tenemos otras frases para estar de acuerdo, en desacuerdo, etcétera, etcétera. Can you please help me reading the phrases for agree? Please, Diana Bonilla, help me reading the ones that are in the red chart, please.
Hi, teacher. Agree.
Mhm.
That's a good point. You have a point there. I feel the same way. I think so too. Absolutely. I totally agree. You are right. I couldn't agree more. I concur.
Exactly. So here we have some of the phrases in order to agree, and let's read the phrases we can use in order to partly agree. Vamos a ver. Ahora, cuando estamos 50-50, es decir, 50% de acuerdo y el otro 50% no tan de acuerdo, podemos utilizar estas frases. Ayúdame leyendo, por favor. María, please. Help me reading those phrases.
I'm not so sure. I see your point, but I partly agree. Maybe, but that may be true, but that may be true, however.
Exactly. Thank you. And also have some phrases in order to disagree. Help me reading those phrases, please. Gina Rea, help me reading the phrases in order to disagree.
I totally disagree. I'm sorry to disagree, but I hate to disagree, but I am afraid I had to disagree. I couldn't agree less. I don't think so. You're ground. No way, isn't it true that? Don't you think that?
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. So we have some of the phrases we use, ¿no es cierto? That's a good point. I totally disagree. I'm not so sure. Pay attention to these phrases. Vayan poniendo atención a estas frases, háganles screenshot o copienles porque las van a utilizar para el classwork que vamos a hacer luego, ¿ok? So, as I told you, look at this, we have a lot of phrases in order to agree or disagree. This last chart, it's going to help me reading. Phrases to agree, or phrases for agreeing, please help me reading. Dianita Janet, help me reading these phrases, please.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you entirely, absolutely, definitely, exactly. Right now, I completely, totality agree with you. I'm with you. I prove it. I couldn't agree with you more. I feel the same.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Dianita. And the last couple of phrases, please help me reading, Andre, all the phrases we have here in order to disagree.
I don't agree. I disagree. I am afraid that is not quite true. I beg to differ. I cannot share this, that, the view. I could agree with you less. I am afraid I disagree. I don't entirely agree with you. I don't think so. I don't feel the same. I take a different view.
Exactly. Thank you. Maybe, is there any phrase you don't understand? ¿Encuentran aquí en este cuadro alguna frase que no comprendan su significado? Or is everything clear? Beg. Okay. Someone is asking me for the meaning of the verb to beg. Sería rogar. If I'm not wrong. Let me just check. Beg. Yes, would be. El significado de beg sería rogar, suplicar, implorar a alguien, pedir algo. Sí, más o menos eso significa. In this case, sería más que implorar o suplicar, sería I beg to defer. Es como una pena no estar de acuerdo o diferir. Una frase que no ocupamos mucho nosotros cuando no estamos de acuerdo en algo Pero sería como siento mucho diferir contigo, no estar de acuerdo contigo. Eso sería como el I beg to differ. I cannot share this or that. No puedo compartir esto o eso. Ese punto de vista, ese o este punto de vista. I couldn't agree with you less. No podría estar menos de acuerdo contigo. I'm afraid I disagree. Me temo que no estoy de acuerdo contigo. Y creo que todas las demás ya las comprenden. ¿No? Okay, guys. So, I think now it's time for you to, maybe it's better if we move to your book. Let's move to the book. Vamos al libro. On your screen, you should be seeing your book. Let's see. Let's see this one. So here we have some logos. Do you know what are they from? What are these logos about? ¿De qué son los logos que podemos ver aquí?
The cars.
Cars, exactly. These are logos about some cars. Thank you. So what are we going to do? You're going to watch a small video and pay attention because you have to help me to complete this. What's wrong with Leo's car? What is wrong with Leo's car? ¿Cuál es el problema que tiene el carro de Leo? Okay. Pay attention to the video. Pongan atención al video para que me puedan ayudar contestando estas 3 preguntas. What is wrong with Leo's car? What kind of car does he have? ¿Qué tipo de carro tiene él? And why do they start arguing? ¿Por qué empezaron como que a discutir? ¿Cuál era el punto de qué estaban discutiendo? Okay. So, pay attention because you're going to help me answering these questions. Me van a ayudar a contestar estas preguntas después de ver el video. Pay attention and let me share the sound with you again. Okay, I think we are ready. Let's start. Pay attention to the video, guys.
So, any plans for the rest of the week? No, not really. Oh, tomorrow I've got to take the car to the garage. It's making a strange noise. Must be the engine. Oh, what a pain. What kind of car have you got? It's a Nissan. It's strange. Normally these Japanese cars are very reliable. That's true. Japanese cars are normally reliable. Yeah. But I'm afraid Nissan is actually Korean. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. I'm sorry, but it's definitely Korean. I remember reading an article about the factories in South Korea. Well, maybe Nissan have factories in Korea, but that doesn't mean it's a Korean company. I think they just make some of them in Korea. Maybe you're thinking of Toyota. That's a Japanese company. That's right. Toyota is the biggest Japanese car company. Exactly. Yes, but the second biggest is Nissan. Then Honda, probably. Or maybe Suzuki. Oh, I'm sorry. But firstly, Nissan isn't a Japanese company, like I said. And then, Mazda is a much bigger company than Suzuki or Honda. I'm not sure about that. I think they're all a very similar size. And Nissan is Japanese. No, I really think... Oh, never mind. It's not important. Maybe you're thinking of Mitsubishi. They're a big Japanese company. No, I have a Nissan. That's what I'm talking about. In Korea, there's Kia, and I'm sure Nissan. Mark? Maybe I was thinking of Hyundai. Mark! Oh, sorry.
So guys, could you hear what did they say about Leo's car? What was wrong with Leo's car? Did you catch that information? Exactly, Maffer. Thank you so much. It's making a strange noise. It's making a strange noise. That's right. So what about what kind of car does he have? What kind of car does Leo have? Did you listen? What was the branch? What was the brand? Nissan, exactly, Nissan. Nissan is the it's Leo's car company. Okay, thank you. What about the last part? Why were they discussing? Why were they discussing? ¿Por qué estaban discutiendo? Can you remember? Why were these guys discussing? Okay, guys, help me with the last part. Steven, why do you think they were discussing?
They are discussing about what company is the biggest company.
Okay, they talk about that, but they were also discussing about something else. Do you know where do you know where are these car companies from? ¿De dónde son estas compañías de carros?
Japan.
Japan, right? They are Japanese. But Mark said something else. Mark decía que eran de otro lugar. ¿De dónde? Korea. Thank you, Ronnie. So they were discussing where are these companies from, especially Nissan, who were the one that Leo has bought a car in. So yes, they were discussing about where are these companies from, especially Nissan. Thank you, guys. So in the first part, you saw that they were talking about a car, especially about Leo's car. Thank you so much. We're going to move and we're going to complete the second part. In the second part, we have, we're going to see the next part of the video. It means what happens next. And we're going to answer also some questions. What does Mark do to end the argument? Vamos a ver, ¿qué es lo que hace Mark ya para terminar la discusión? Para no seguir discutiendo sobre la procedencia de los carros. And finally, we're going to answer, do you know who is right? ¿Saben cuál de los dos está en lo correcto? We're going to answer these questions after watching the video, okay? Respondemos estas dos preguntas justo después de ver el video. Let's start with the video then.
So when do you start the new job?
Next month. I'm a bit nervous, actually.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. Just remember...
Maybe you were right. I don't know now. No, I'm sure it's not Japanese. Really? It doesn't matter. I know. I can check on my phone. Hi. Or Chinese? Maybe it's Chinese?
Well, what's he talking about?
Do they make cars in China? I think they do.
Mark, be quiet.
So, what happened in the end? What does Mark do to end the argument? ¿Qué va a hacer Mark para ya dejar de discutir? Yes, Patty, thank you. He says he can check on his phone. Yes, he's going to check on his phone the information so he know if the Nissan company is Japanese or Korean. Thank you so much. So, who do you know is the one who is right? ¿Cuál de los dos está en lo correcto? Leo, que dice que Nissan es japonés, o Mark, que dice que Nissan es de South Korea. Who do you think is the right one? Do you know who is right? ¿Cuál de los dos está en lo correcto? You can look on your phone the company Nissan. Pueden buscar en Google Nissan y me van a contar de dónde es Nissan. Okay, you have some minutes to do it. Tell me, where is Nissan from? Alejandro no ha participado. ¿De dónde es Nissan? The car company Nissan. Raúl nos tiene una respuesta. Nissan is Japanese. So, do you agree with Raúl? Japanese, también nos dice Alejandro. Yes. Nissan is Japanese. So, it means that... Don't worry, Alejandro. So, Nissan is Japanese. In this case, Leo was right, ¿no es cierto? Leo was right. Leo era el que tenía la razón, estaba en lo correcto. Al afirmar que Nissan, pues, es japonesa. Thank you, guys. So, here we have some other agreeing and disagreeing sentences. What are we going to do? We're going to listen again to the first video. Vamos a escuchar o vamos a proyectar nuevamente el primer video y ustedes me van a decir cuál de todas estas frases que tenemos aquí fueron las que se mencionaron en el video. Okay, so here we have, look at this, we have like 10 sentences and you're going to tell me which one were used in the video, okay? So, let's see the video again. Veamos nuevamente el video para captar cuál de todas estas frases las ocupamos en esta parte del video. Listen carefully, guys.
So, any plans for the rest of the week? No, not really. Oh, tomorrow I've got to take the car to the garage. It's It's making a strange noise. Must be the engine. Oh, what a pain. What kind of car have you got? It's a Nissan. It's strange. Normally these Japanese cars are very reliable. That's true. Japanese cars are normally reliable. Yeah. But I'm a
So
Nissan.
let's see all the phrases. Pay attention.
True. Japanese cars are normally reliable. Yeah. But I'm afraid Nissan is actually Korean. I don't think so.
So, ahí nos dice Madeline, utilizaron that's true. Exactly, they used that's true. What else did they use? ¿Qué más utilizaron hasta el momento? I don't think so, and I'm afraid. Okay, let's continue and let's see what else did we find. Veamos qué más encontramos.
Pretty sure it's Japanese. I'm sorry, but it's definitely Korean. I remember reading an article about the factories in South Korea.
Well, maybe Nissan have factories in Korea, but that doesn't mean it's a Korean company. I think they just make some of them in Korea.
Maybe you're thinking of Toyota. That's a Japanese company.
That's right. Toyota is the biggest Japanese car company.
Exactly.
Yes, but the second biggest is Nissan. Then Honda, probably. Or maybe Suzuki.
Oh, I'm sorry. But firstly, Nissan isn't a Japanese company, like I said. And then, Mazda is a much bigger company than Suzuki or Honda.
I'm not sure about that. I think they're all a very similar size. And Nissan is Japanese.
No, I really think...
Oh, never mind. It's not important.
Maybe you're thinking of Mitsubishi. They're a big Japanese company.
No, I have a Nissan. That's what I'm talking about.
In Korea, there's Kia, and I'm sure Nissan.
Mark?
Maybe I was thinking of Hyundai.
Mark!
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thank you. Maffer también nos dijo otra frase que ocuparon por ahí. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. También ocuparon esta otra frase. Yes. So we have some phrases that we can use or we can listen in these conversations when you agree or disagree with someone else. For example, that's true, I'm afraid, exactly, I don't think so, or sorry, I'm not sure about that. Which of these phrases do you think we use them in order to agree? ¿Cuál de estas frases ocuparían ustedes para estar de acuerdo con alguien? That's right. That's true. Perfect. Exactly. También ocupamos exactly. You got it. Very good. On the other hand, what phrases would you use if you disagree with someone else? ¿Qué frases ocuparían si ustedes no están de acuerdo con alguien? I'm afraid. Exactly. I don't think so. Very good. I don't think so. No lo creo. Muy bien. I'm sorry, but. Lo siento, pero. Very good. I'm afraid. Y la última frase que tenemos aquí. I'm not sure about that. No estoy tan segura de eso. That would be the last phrase we had in order to disagree. Cuando ustedes no están de acuerdo con algo, pues, como que lo piensan mucho y dicen, no estoy seguro de eso. Maybe you can check on your phones, right? Tal vez pueden buscar la información en sus teléfonos para ver si es o no es correcta. Tell me guys, what kind of things do you normally talk about with your friends? ¿De qué tipo de temas generalmente hablan con sus amigos? What kind of things do you normally talk about with your friends? Can you please help me answering this question? Ayúdenme contestando a esta pregunta. Daniela Dibujes, help me with the answer. What kind of things do you normally talk about with your friends? ¿De qué temas hablan con sus amigos? ¿O cuáles son las conversaciones más recurrentes con sus amigos? Okay, we talk about music, nos dice Daniela. Melanie, what kind of things do you talk with your friends?
We're talking about maybe some homeworks, trabajos grupales, ¿cómo se dice? Teacher?
No, te escuché bajito. ¿Me repites, por favor?
¿Cómo se dice trabajos grupales?
Group classwork could be.
Groups classwork, maybe something relacionado with my career.
Okay, something about your career. Okay, thank you, Melanie. So Melanie is saying that they normally talk about university stuff, right? About classwork, homework, maybe groups to work with. Okay, thank you. Madeline nos dice, we talk about how the day is going. That's right. Sometimes we just need to talk about what's going on. Darling nos dice, about boys. That's right. You talk with your friends about your crush, right? Conversan entre amigos, ¿no es cierto? De su crush, de su amor platónico. You talk about boys, you talk about music, you talk about university, you talk about what's going on. That's right. Oh, Gina también nos dice, we talk about soap operas. Me imagino que es sobre las novelas, ¿no es cierto? Las novelas de la televisión. Si hablamos de las telenovelas, utilizamos, recuerden, soap operas. Porque si utilizan ustedes la palabra novels, estaríamos hablando de los libros, de una novela en un libro. That's right. We also talk about soap operas. And when you read, you talk about some books also. What else do you talk about with your friends? Jimmy Maldonado, what do you talk about with your friends? ¿Cómo decimos esa palabra, Madeleine? Sports, nos dice Jimmy Maldonado. You talk about sports with your friends. This is a new word. Les voy a dar una nueva palabra. Madeleine me dice, hablamos de chismes con mis compañeras. You talk about gossips. Esta sería la palabra que nosotros utilizamos en inglés para referirnos a los chismes. Gossips. Okay. Very good. What else do you talk about? Ya tenemos bastante tema de conversación. Talk about boys, talk about soap operas, gossips, sports. What else do you talk about with your friends? Ronnie, ¿de qué hablas con tus amigos? Wilson, lo mismo, ¿de qué hablan con los amigos? Ya me imagino cuál va a ser la respuesta de Wilson. Vamos a ver si es la misma que estoy pensando. What do you talk about with your friends? Andre. Okay, Ronnie says he talks about the Bible with his friends. That's good. Patty, we talk about our life in the future. Excellent. Yes, sometimes we like to dream, right? About how it's going to be our life in the future. Thank you. Andre, what do you talk with your friends? ¿De qué más hablarán con sus amistades? Don't forget that, oh, how much you miss each other. That's right. It's been a year since we haven't been in touch with some people. That's right. From stories of the holidays. That's good. So, yes, we talk about a lot of things, especially, yes, about how much we miss each other. Because I know that some of your classmates had to return to their cities. Algunos estudiantes han tenido que regresar a sus ciudades y pues ha hecho que estemos alejados, ¿no es cierto? Más de un año ya. So, do you always agree with the opinions of your classmates or maybe with your friends? ¿Están siempre ustedes de acuerdo con todo lo que dicen o opinan sus compañeros? Maybe when you're talking about the sports or when you're talking about how to make the homework. Do you always agree? ¿Siempre están ustedes de acuerdo con lo que dicen los demás? Or maybe you sometimes disagree. What do you think? We don't always agree with everything, right? No siempre podemos estar de acuerdo con todo. Muchas veces sí, pero habrán algunas veces en las que ustedes tengan una opinión diferente. Y para ese caso nosotros ocupamos estas frases que hemos visto, to agree or disagree. What are we going to do now? You're going to listen to these 5 conversations, these 5 lines, and you're going to help me to complete the blank spaces. Vamos a completar esos espacios en blanco, okay? So, listen carefully and help me completing these sentences.
Track 3.62. 1. Rock music is the best kind of music.
I'm not sure about that. Classical music is more relaxing.
So, what did they use in the first one? Thank you, Jimmy. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Very good, guys. Thank you. Let's continue with the second one. Please pay attention.
2. Basketball is the most interesting sport.
That's true. It's so fast and exciting.
Exactly. That's our missing word. That's very good. Let's find out what's the missing word in conversation number 3. Pay attention.
3. Beach holidays are boring.
You're absolutely right. I prefer to stay in big cities.
Perfect. You're absolutely Absolutely right. Let's find out the blank space of number 4.
4. English food is boring.
Oh, please. It's much more interesting than it used to be.
Yes, please. Oh, please. Oh, por favor. ¿Cómo vas a decir eso, no es cierto? Oh, please. That's right. Let's find out the final word.
5. It's a bad idea to listen to music when you study.
I'm sorry, but I think it helps you concentrate.
Very good, Jimmy, Cynthia, Andre, Gina, and Patty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Very good. So, you did an awesome job. Here, completing these sentences. Very good at listening, guys. Let's continue with the final part of this. Última parte. And in this part, you're going to help me with your own ideas. Si me van a ayudar con sus propias ideas. Who do you think is the best artist ever? ¿Quién es para ustedes el mejor artista del mundo? Who do you think is the best artist ever? ¿Quién es el mejor artista de todo el mundo? Para ustedes. Darling.
Oh, sorry. I think it's Francisco de Goya.
Ok. Justo se cortó, no lo pudimos escuchar bien a Darling. Ok. Alejandro, who's the best artist ever for you? The best artist. Jennifer Erazo, ¿cuál sería el mejor artista para ti?
I think Tom Cruise.
Okay, Tom Cruise could be the best artist. I don't know how is written his name. Okay, Tom Cruise. And what do you think is really boring? ¿Qué creen que es algo muy, muy, muy aburrido para ustedes? Help me with the answer. ¿Qué sería algo muy aburrido para ustedes? Come on, guys. Help me. Okay, let me ask you. Les pregunto, what do you think is something boring? Janet, what is something really, really boring for you? Mientras Janet piensa, Gina ya nos ha dado una respuesta. Soccer games or soccer programs. Soccer programs. Ronnie, research methodology classes. Investigación siempre es una de las materias más aburridas, ¿no? A la que menos les gusta investigación. Aquí nos dice Gina, soccer programs are really boring. Do you agree or disagree, guys? Los chicos, ¿de acuerdo o no de acuerdo con que los programas de fútbol son aburridos? Darling, do you want to say something?
Sorry, teacher, my computer is a little crazy.
Yes, I can see that. Okay, for Giancarlo's online classes are boring. And so on. We have a lot of things that we ourselves consider boring. What about an amazing singer? Who do you think is an amazing singer? Can you help me with the answer, please? Where are you? Where are you? Melanie, who do you think is an amazing singer? Okay.
I think it's Ariana Grande or Billie Eilish.
Ok, Billie Eilish también tenemos por acá. Muffer nos dice lo mismo. Tyles Joseph, Michael Jackson. Okay, we have different opinions in this one. Very good. What about films? Which one do you think is a great film? Nos van a recomendar películas el día de hoy. Which one do you think is a great film?
Twilight.
Midsommar, Back to the Future, Submarine.
La saga de Twilight.
Twilight, okay, la saga de Twilight. We have different films, right? Different films in different genres. Tenemos algunos géneros. Straight Outta Compton, Shrek. That's a funny one, Ronnie. Very good, Shrek. So I can see that you like different kind of films, and that's good. What do you think is a really relaxing place to be? ¿Cuál será un lugar relajante para ustedes? Let's see, what do you answer? Veamos qué responden. ¿Cuál será un lugar relaxing para ustedes? What's a really relaxing place? The beach, nos dice Wilson. Very good. The mountains. That's nice, Kevin. Very good. The mountains. What's another relaxing place for you? Where do you like to go when you are stressed and you want to be a little bit more relaxed? Where do you go? To my bed, nos dice Mafer. Waterfalls, that's right, Jimmy. To the waterfalls. A las cascadas, muy bien. Maybe you like to hear the sound of the water. The last one. Please, guys, tell me, who do you think is a very funny person? Who do you think is a very funny person? ¿A quién conocen ustedes que sea muy, muy divertido? A funny person. Let's see, what do you answer? Who do you think is a funny person? ¿Quién creen ustedes que es muy divertido? Chistoso. Ese es alguien que les haga reír. Myself, nos dice Giancarlos, okay. Franco Escamilla, he is a very good comedian. That's right. Chabelo. Dustin, very good, guys. Well done, well done. So, some of you would agree or some others disagree with the answers we have given to these 6 sentences. That's right. Now, what are you going to do? Later on, we're going to be back to this topic of agree and disagree. But now I think it's time for you to go and wash your face and be ready because in some minutes, teacher Jenny is going to start with her class. And as you know, you need to turn on the cameras. So take some minutes in order to be ready to start with teacher Jenny. Sí, tómense un par de minutitos para arreglarse y estar listos porque teacher Jenny ya va a empezar su clase. Okay, guys?
We'll use them in the next meeting that you will topic that I'm going to teach you just now. Okay. And these are the linkers of pastime. Linkers, ¿a qué les suena link? ¿Qué piensan que puede ser como un linker?
Conector.
Like a connector. Sí. Y de pastime, entonces significa que es un conector, pero como del pasado, ¿cierto? Let's listen. The first is suddenly. Suddenly. Como la imagen está, significa repentinamente. Suddenly, repentinamente. ¿Ok? Y por ejemplo, yo puedo decir en esto un hecho. I was walking. Estaba caminando. I was walking when suddenly, de repente, two cars crashed. Dos carros se chocaron. Okay? This is the meaning of suddenly. What is the meaning of suddenly? Tell me, Kevin. Kevin
Sorry,
Cisneros, are you there?
Yes. Can you repeat me, please? The question?
Okay, one more time to everybody. Suddenly significa repentinamente o de repente. Y es por ejemplo cuando yo digo, I was walking in the street and suddenly, yes, two cars crashed. So what is the meaning of suddenly, Kevin?
Repentinamente.
Exactly. Thank you. De repente, ajá, y cuando estamos así caminando y de repente pasa algo. O cuando, no caminando necesariamente, no, puede ser que están haciendo otra cosa. The next is after a while. After a while. Pay attention to this because later you will use them, ¿no? After a while. Este es como después de un rato. Entonces, por ejemplo, yo en este puedo decir, ¿qué podría decir yo después de un rato? Utilizando algo del pasado. Por ejemplo, I was watching TV, estaba mirando la tele, I was watching TV, and after a while, I fell asleep. Me quedé dormido después de un rato. So, Wilson, what do you think is the meaning of suddenly? ¿Cuál es el significado de suddenly? Your microphone, your microphone.
Sí, teacher, no, la escuché.
¿Cuál es el significado de suddenly?
Suddenly.
Google Translator, corre. Ya lo voy repitiendo 2 veces.
¿Repentinamente?
Exactly. Y the meaning of after a while. Wilson, tú mismo. After a while. Después de un rato. Okay, pay attention, please. The next is later that week. Later that week significa como later that week. Después en esa semana mismo. O sea, como que digo yo. On Monday, I started classes. Later that week, puede ser como el viernes, later that week, como que en esa semana mismo, pero después. Later that week, I finished on Friday, or I finished my classes on Friday. ¿Sí? The next is the following day, el día siguiente, the following day. So this is, I can say just, I was in a party, I drank much, and the following day, I had a hangover. I had a hangover, okay? The following day. A ver, let's see if you're paying attention. Let's have a look here. Maffer, what is the meaning of suddenly?
Repentinamente,
Cool, after a while.
después de un rato.
Perfect, later that week.
Era después, pero en esa misma semana.
Perfect, and finally the following day.
Al día siguiente.
Excellent. You got it. Example, thank you. I'm not talking alone, thank you. The next is about an hour later. About an hour later. Es como que una hora después. About an hour, pero cuando dice about, es como que no necesariamente una hora después, sino que rondando una hora después. Ajá. About an hour later. And also I can say, I was in my classes, and about an hour later, I did my classwork, for example. Oh, no more. So there are just some, solo hay unos pocos. About an hour later, the following day, later that week, after a while, is suddenly. A ver, veamos, who else is here? Jimmy Maldonado, are you ready? Suddenly.
De repente,
After a while.
después de un tiempo,
Later that week.
sería como la misma semana, pero después algo así.
Exactly, perfect. The following day.
El día siguiente,
Perfect. And about an hour later.
aproximadamente una hora después.
Perfect. Hasta dijiste la palabra aproximadamente. Thank you so much. And let's finish with one more person and we're done. Gina, well, but you seem like you're paying attention, but tell me, suddenly? Repentinamente. After a while. Un rato. Later that week. Una semana, en esa semana, pero después. Ya. The following day. El día siguiente. And about an hour later. Una hora después. Perfect. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. And now, well, you learned it. So now let's apply it. Ahora sí vamos a aplicarlo. Les voy a explicar cómo. Entonces, ahora sí vamos a nuestro grading. ¿Sí? Chicos, yo sé que a veces como que ya utilizamos el Google Translator, solo escribimos todo en español y ya, copia y pega. Teacher, está mi trabajo hecho. Great, 10. No, pero tratemos de escribir nosotros, sí. Aunque lo hagamos mal, no pasa nada porque ahí estamos aprendiendo. Y nosotros, y yo al ver los errores digo, ay, ok, se esforzó. O sea, trató de hacerlo mejor y digo, y les puedo explicar los errores que han tenido. Porque si hacen en Google Translator, primero se nota clarito. O sea, clarititito. Y segundo, no están aprendiendo nada, solo están copiando y pegando. Pero bueno, en sus conciencias. Y bueno, ahorita lo que vamos a hacer son grupos de 3. Grupos de 3 personitas, por eso le estaba preguntando a la teacher si se conocían. No se conocen. Entonces, mejor les voy a dar a escoger. ¿Quisieran ustedes por afinidad o que yo les nombre? ¿Les da igual? Cualquiera, any of them.
Afinidad.
¿Por afinidad, Pati? Ok. Bueno, las personas que todavía no se comuniquen con las demás, hoy es su día de escribirles. Y vamos a hacer grupos de 3, ¿ok? En estos grupos de 3 vamos a hacer un escrito entre los 3 vamos a hacer acerca de una experiencia que han tenido en la universidad. Como me dijo la teacher, no han estado juntos, no. Pero entonces en este caso nos vamos a inventar, we're gonna invent it, ¿sí? Lo vamos a inventar como que hubieran estado, yo qué sé, los 3 en el recreo, los 3 en clase. Sí, se van a imaginar como que han estado las 3 personas juntos. Y lo que vamos a hacer en este escrito es contar la historia de lo que estaban haciendo y vamos a usar los conectores que acabamos de aprender. Los conectores suddenly, after a while, later that week, the following day, and about an hour later. Pero no vamos a utilizar todos. Tenemos en total 5, vamos a utilizar al menos 3. 3 de estos, ¿ok? Entonces, las 3 personas tienen que ayudar, tienen que colaborar con su escrito y después, bueno, obviamente van a estar hablando porque si hace cada uno su parte y después lo juntan va a ser así como que un collage medio raro sin sentido, ¿no es cierto? Entonces tienen que estar conversando y viendo de qué va a ir la historia. Eso es lo que vamos a hacer.
What is this classwork number 12 about? Let me share with you in the screen so everybody knows what I'm talking about. So, let me see. It's right here. There we go. So, as you can see in classwork number 12, we have 2 parts. We're going to work in 2 parts. The first part, we're going to take 5 minutes. You're going to have 5 minutes in order to write your opinion about these topics. You have 4 topics right there. You have students must turn on the cameras during online classes. Do you agree or you disagree with this statement? The second topic we have is money makes people happy. Money makes people happy. Do you agree or disagree with this opinion? In letter C, we have pineapple pizza is the best in the world. So you're going to write if you agree or disagree with this pineapple pizza. And finally, we have video calls are better than normal calls. So please, in those lines you have over there, write if you agree or you disagree and why. ¿Sí? En esas líneas ustedes van a escribir si están de acuerdo o no están de acuerdo con cada uno de estos temas. Tenemos 4 temas. Sí, tienen 5 minutitos para escribir su opinión. You have the document on your WhatsApp group. Ya está el documento del classwork en el grupo de WhatsApp para que ustedes puedan descargárselo de forma más fácil. Okay, guys. We got until 10:40 to complete this part. Tenemos hasta las 10:40 para completar esta parte, okay? What are we going to do now? Well, after writing your opinions about the topics mentioned before, you're going to work in pairs. What are you going to do? You're going to compare your opinions, and based on that, you're going to write a conversation. You're going to make a conversation. Choose just 2 topics to talk about in the conversation, okay? You have 4 topics, but for the conversation, you're going to use just 2. You can make the conversation, maybe, for example, here we have an example. I think celebrity magazines are fun to read, nos dice el ejemplo. Miren, estamos viendo el ejemplo de una conversación y aquí nos dice, I think celebrity magazines are fun to read. Creo que las revistas de famosos son divertidas para leer. ¿Y qué opina la otra persona al respecto? Pues, oh, please, they are silly. I don't care about celebrities. Por favor, dice. Son revistas estúpidas. No me importa la vida de las celebridades. Y look how they reply. Miren la respuesta. I'm sorry, but I think they are fun. It's interesting to read about other people's life. Lo siento, pero yo creo que es divertido. Es muy interesante leer sobre la vida de otros. Y así van generando la conversación. En su caso tenemos algunos temas, los 4 temas que vieron en la parte superior y qué sé yo, por ahí pueden decir o pueden jugar con los temas para expresar su opinión. Si están de acuerdo o no están de acuerdo, ¿por qué? ¿Sí? Vamos a elegir solo 2 temas. Before I move and put you in groups, antes de que ya les envié a los grupos de Zoom. Tell me, do you have any question? ¿Tienen alguna duda o alguna pregunta? Algo que me olvidaba de decirles es que por favor escriban la conversación que van a realizar. For example, let's imagine that in the conversation it's going to be Kevin y Madeline. Kevin dice, hi, how are you? Bla, 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 ta, 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 ta. Sí, y Madeline lo mismo, ¿no es cierto? Lo que nos vayan desarrollando ustedes en la conversación. Que esté la conversación suya, por favor, escrita en el documento. Ese es el documento que ustedes van a subir como evidencia de su trabajo de hoy. ¿Ok? Any question? Preguntas, dudas. No questions, no hay dudas, no hay preguntas. You're going to have 30 minutes to do this work, ¿ok? 30 minutos para completar este trabajo. Luego regresamos y vamos a escucharles sus conversaciones. ¿Ok, guys? Ready? Let's start. Join to the groups. Vayan uniéndose a los grupos. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Vamos aceptando sus grupos, chicos. Vayan ingresando. Carlos, acepte el grupo. Dianita, acepten para ingresar a su grupo.
I just come for a coffee. Sit down with me. I invite you a coffee.
Thanks. I have a few time.
So, what do you think about the students must turn the cameras during online classes?
I partly agree because teachers know they are not talking to themselves, and we know our classmates, but there are people who prefer to keep their privacy.
I couldn't agree more because it's the only way that the teachers have to know if the students are paying attention.
I respect your opinion. What do you think about the money makes people happy?
I think that the money can facilitate our life, but the money can't buy the happiness.
That's right. I think too. Because happiness is measured in moments in material things that money can give you. It's like, thanks for a coffee and conversation, Steven.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye, Steven.
Bye.
Very good, guys. You had a really short conversation. That was what I asked. Thank you. Ronnie, can you give me a number from 1 to 12?
7, teacher.
You are the group number 7. Come on, another.
Number 3.
Number 3. We're going to listen to George and Samantha. Jorgito y Sammy. Hi, guys. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, then go.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hi, Jorge. Very good. And you?
I'm good. I just go out online classes, and I really don't like it when my teacher tells me to turn on the camera. So I disagree. And what do you think?
Oh, the truth is that I also disagree. I think that we should turn on the camera only when necessary.
Uh, you're right, especially when we have to answer a question.
If the truth is, many times the internet connection is not good.
Uh, yes, of course. Personally, I don't have a good internet service, and I think that turning on the camera should be optional.
If you're right or beautiful and it happens like this, you agree or disagree about video calls and normal calls?
Personally, I agree to make video calls. I like them better. And you?
I really disagree. I prefer normal call because there is no internet interference.
Oh, okay. I respect your opinion. We could try a video call another day.
Oh, with pleasure.
Okay, thanks. I have to go. Bye. Take care.
Bye, George.
Thank you, guys. Sammy, can you give me a number, please, from 1 to 12?
Perdón.
Un número del 1 al 2.
10.
10. Let's see who is in group number 10. Thank you, guys. Group number 10. Madeline and Wilson. Please share your conversation with us. Madeline is ready, and I think Wilson. Okay, Wilson. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do
Hi,
this.
Madeline. What are you doing?
Hi, Wilson. Nothing. I'm hungry because I get to lunch today.
You can even imagine what I've been doing. I've been eating a delicious pineapple pizza.
Really? How can you eat that?
Oh, please, pineapple pizza is delicious, very delicious.
Oh no, yeah. It's the worst combination in the world.
I'm so sorry, I don't think so. I love pineapple pizza.
No way. It's the worst taste for something bad. I will respect it.
Well, another day to go eat whatever you want.
Of course, maybe we could make a video call and to define a date.
Oh, I don't prefer normal call. Are you agree?
But why?
Because I spend less internet, I think it's better to talk. And besides, my camera is bad, sorry.
I think that in video calling, you can have more contact with the person, but anyway, normal call is fine.
Se nos frizó ahí, Wilson. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You did a great job. Wilson está con internet problems. Está que va y viene. Okay, now let's move to another group. Let's move to another group. The next group, it's going to be Dustin and Melanie's group. Come on, guys. Ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Melanie. I think that money makes people happy.
Oh, I'm disagree because the money, it isn't everything in the world. You can buy everything to be happy.
I'm sorry, but I think they can fulfill the dream of traveling the world.
Oh, okay. I agree because you can travel to another place, but I think that the people think there are more important just because they have more money. Well, I think video calls are better than normal calls.
I approve of it because it is more interactive to see the face.
Yes, it's like having the person face to face in real life, and I feel that the video call has more communication like this.
I, I love to see the person behind the screen because it is like seeing the gestures of the person.
Yes, thank you so much for this interesting conversation, Dustin. Bye.
Bye, Melanie. Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Good job, Melanie. Give me another number from 1 to 12.
Maybe 3.
Okay, group number 3. Let's see Gina and Kevin's conversation. Now it's your turn, guys.
Okay. Gina, you ready?
Yes.
Hi, Gina. How are you?
Hi, Kevin. I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine. I wanted to talk to you about the subject of money makes people happy. But what do you think?
No, wait. I consider the money is essential for decent life according to social constitution, but many times time of bringing happiness it makes people unhappy.
Oh, I agree with you, but only 60% because you are not always happy with the money. But most people focus on having more and more money to be happy.
You're right. I consider that what makes a person happy is a pizza with pineapple.
I don't agree. Since there are an infinity of pizza with different ingredients that taste better. It all depends on of it depends of the taste of each the people.
It's really, I don't know why people hate the pizza with pineapple. I like it. I love the mixture of flavors. The combination of salty and sweet makes it great.
I'm not sure if that true is that I have never eaten the pineapple side. Just imagine the combination of flavors. I prefer not to try.
You should venture out and try new things. I recommend.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try it just because you insist. What place do you recommend going?
You should start for your chicken or the pizzeria La Sazón Cultureña.
Oh, thank you. Bye, Gina.
Okay, Kevin, bye.
Thank you, guys. Well done. Excellent job. Very good. That's the way. So let's move to the next group. We're going to listen to Dianita Bonilla and Jimmy Andrade. Let's listen to you guys.
One moment, please, teacher.
Okay, you're getting ready. Empezar con el último Kahoot del semestre. Get ready, guys, get ready. On the screen, you have the code 750 55 15. Muchos 5 en el código de hoy. 750-5515. Muchos cinco, muchos cinco. Very good. Keep on joining to the Kahoot. Vamos uniéndonos al Kahoot. Tenemos un gato negro también. Cat noir. Jimmy. Jimmy the cat. Okay. Patty, Danny, Andre, George, Dustin. Very good. Let's see who is going to win the last Kahoot of the semester. Let's see. Let's find out. Vamos a averiguar quién gana el último Kahoot de este semestre. Let's see, let's see. We are 22, guys. Vamos, nos faltan 3 compañeros más. Let's see, let's see. Today we have 10 questions. These questions are going to be about adjectives, personality adjectives. ¿Sí? Adjetivos de para describir a las personas. Very useful when you are talking with someone else, and these adjectives are the ones you need to know for this level. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué tan buenos están con los adjetivos? Los adjetivos que vamos a ver en el Kahoot de hoy son adjetivos ya de su nivel, es decir, de un nivel ya B1. Vamos a ver cómo están con esos adjetivos. Let's find out. Vamos a descubrir. 10 questions, guys. 10 preguntas. Very easy. Wow, we have Lady D, Your Highness. Let's start. Personality adjectives. Let's move to question number 1. Marta is very at playing the piano. What do you think Marta would be? Kind, patient, talented, and pleasant? Talented, that's right. Marta is talented. It's very talented at playing the piano. Very good. Let's move to the next one. As you could see, you have very short time. Tenemos un tiempo muy cortito, 20 seconds. Let's see number 2. Vamos a la número 2. Which is the correct definition of careless? ¿Cuál será la definición correcta de descuidado? Careless. What is a person? Hurry up, hurry up. Okay, was the green color not given enough attention to avoid mistakes or harm? Generalmente una persona descuidada o careless es aquella que no presta atención para no cometer errores o lastimarse, ¿sí? Not given enough attention to avoid mistakes or harm. Let's move to number 3. Wow, the scores changed a lot this time. Number 3, Harry was about learning a new language. Enthusiastic, sensible, hardworking, or reliable? Well done. Harry was enthusiastic about learning a new language. Y Harry estaba muy entusiasmado de aprender un nuevo idioma. Well done, Heartbreaker Kid. Let's move to the next. Number 4. Which is the on, one out? ¿Cuál no concuerda? ¿Cuál no sigue el patrón de estos 4 adjetivos? Time is very short, right? El tiempo está súper corto. El único adjetivo que no concordaba en el patrón era boring. ¿Por qué? Porque teníamos reliable, patient and friendly. Los tres adjetivos son adjetivos para describir a una persona de forma afirmativa. Teníamos reliable, es decir, una persona confiable. Teníamos patient, una persona paciente. Y friendly, para referirnos a una persona amigable. Es decir, que teníamos tres como adjetivos positivos y boring, que boring no siempre nos da esa idea de algo bueno, ¿no es cierto? Boring es como que algo aburrido, algo que no está muy bien, ¿no es cierto? So, this was the odd one here. Let's move to the next part. Well done, Daniela. Number 5. The waiter at the restaurant was, so we didn't leave a tip. Was kind, generous, and pleasant or careful. How was the waiter? ¿Cómo estaba el mesero en el restaurante? Yes, the waiter was unpleasant. Miren lo que dice esta oración. The waiter was unpleasant. El mesero no estuvo tan cortés, se podría decir, no estuvo tan educado, no se portó tan bien. So we didn't leave a tip. Entonces, no le dejamos propina. ¿Sí? Eso quiere decir que no se portó tan bien, no les atendió tan bien, por lo tanto, no le dejaron la propina. Let's continue with the next. Question number 6. Vamos a la última pregunta del Kahoot. Let's see and find out what is it. A lady helped me with my shopping. She was very... Una señora me ayudó con mis compras. Ella fue muy talented and pleasant, kind or careful. What do you think is the right answer? She was very kind. That's right, she was very kind. Una señora me ayudó con mis compras. Ella fue muy amable, kind. She was very kind. Thank you, guys. Let's find out the last winners of the semester. So, congratulations for Melanie for the 3rd place. Well done, Lady D. And the 1st place goes to George. Excellent work. Also, congratulations to Ladybug and Alejandro. Oh my God, those nicknames. Very good, guys. Awesome job. Excellent work at the end of the semester. Thank you, guys, for sharing with me the last Kahoot of the semester. Don't forget that you need to upload your classwork. No se olviden que deben subir la conversación que acabaron de darme, ¿sí? En el portafolio estudiantil. Veo que algunos todavía no suben. Patty, Jimmy todavía no suben el trabajo. Wilson, lo mismo. No se olviden de subir el trabajo con la conversación, ¿ok? Also, something else. As you know, next class we have our final exam. So, for next class, you need to complete all the Cambridge platform, ¿ok? Toda la plataforma de Cambridge, las 6 unidades de las 7 a las 12, debe estar completo para la siguiente clase. Es decir, hasta el viernes medianoche tienen para completar toda la plataforma de Cambridge, unidades de las 7 a las 12. Otra pregunta que generalmente me hacen, teacher, ¿el examen es de las 3 últimas unidades? No. El final exam es de las 6 últimas unidades, es decir, de todo lo que hemos visto en el semestre. ¿Sí? From Unit 7 to Unit 12, de la unidad 7 a la unidad 12. Do you have any other question, guys? ¿Tienen alguna otra duda o pregunta, chicos?
Teacher, yo tengo una pregunta fuera del